nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, moving on to roll call.
Casey Gunner.
Here.
Tom Hooper.
Here.
Whitney Tucker.
Here.
Mark Buckeye.
Here.
Bill Hart.
Here.
Okay, moving on to the approval of agenda for tonight's meeting.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to the approval of minutes from the last meeting, which was November 20th of 2023.
Motion approved. Minutes from November 20th.
A second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the last. Wow. From the last meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to introduction of evidence.
It's the ordinances, sign guidelines, there's a staff report, table which I believe you received last.
I move to accept the evidence into record.
A second.
I have a motion and a second to accept evidence. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on to old business.
And done.
Moving on to new business. We will start with SGHC 007-24 to receive a certificate of appropriateness to install a 4-foot welded wire fence in the front yard and western side yard at 399 Roberts.
We'll, Mr. Tyler comes to the podium and show, we have looked for other options, so this is one that Tyler gets the line hold as shows the asphalt.
The double loop that you guys requested is unobtainium. It costs thousands to get it. I can't afford that. The issue with having anything else is the property next to me, as you all know, is abandoned. It is a haven for cats and skunks and raccoons and everything else that I don't want on my property. They've already started causing damage to the house and to the yard. So at this point, I'm just trying again, asking for a wire loop, whether it be actual chain link or this stuff that Dave showed me that I've never even heard of, but we'll just do. And to keep my pets in too. Sorry, I forgot to have that.
Keep the kids in with the dogs.
I can't hear you with the wind turbine.
Keep
Keep your dogs in the yard, yes. Sorry, there's
yeah.
a tornado going on.
Kinda loud.
So.
Smuggling a jet engine up there.
Right. The biggest thing, so one of the dogs have a small dog, so they would fence will still go through it. And actually, I think the big dog, if she really wanted to, could go through it. Y'all have seen the property. You've seen that my house sits on terrace. Trying to fence to get as low to the ground, again, low to the road as possible. There's actually no utilities in any area other than right on that pole on 4th Street. There's no obstruction for me to actually make it to where the house is still technically visible from the road. I had only actually talked to Dave about the chain link because it honestly painted black and everything. It can look pretty nice, especially once painted black. He pointed out the pictures of that stuff there. I actually do know that other people in town have that. I didn't think about it because it kind of looked cheap, and it is cheap, but it's other people have that extra fuse good, so I don't know if that's an option. I'm fine with that too.
Oh, is this going to be galvanized or going to be black also? This that you're proposing, is it going to be black or is it going to be galvanized?
Have you got black?
I don't know the answer. What I've seen is galvanized.
I know
It was galvanized.
there's a couple that we found galvanized.
Right. Yeah, I think there's
The
the
one
one
there.
on
Yeah.
Academy Street that overlooks 4th as Gal, and it probably would be. I prefer black because it just looks nicer, and it does look more elegant. But I guess it really just comes down to availability of product. I don't know. I know like Track Supply sells it, and actually really almost any hardware store sells it, but I don't really know color options.
You can always get out there with a little paintbrush.
I could. But I think at that point, just ask Steiger for a fire truck, start to soak everything black.
Well, Tom Sawyer on it.
Right. Yeah.
So I think to answer your question, unless I can find it black, if it's that, it would probably have to be galvanized just because that's what's available.
Right, right.
And I don't have enough lifetime to paint it with a brush.
Do we have any other questions?
I understand the concern with y'all wanting them to, still look presentable. This isn't going to be a fence that just throw together. It'll be done.
This one? Oh, this is the best house. This is some new construction. It's just for picture.
Yeah, went ahead and just did it.
Little two.
It would have been nicer look for the house age and everything than the chain link would.
Oh, yeah, that's certainly.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing that I don't think it's been mentioned is there would also be gates, of course, too. Like the sidewalk coming up to the front door and a double white gate on the driveway, by the driveway.
Are those wood frames on it, or the metal frames?
Probably better to do wood, I would say. I would think, but you mean the posts themselves?
Yeah, the gate,
Oh.
gate frame.
The framing, yeah, would probably be still wooden posts. I would on the second picture of this one, it's kind of something. When Dave showed it to me, I kind of like that one. Yeah, the rounded type.
Oh, those.
Sorry.
Pictures, yeah.
That one.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't really like the square too much. It just seemed to be modern.
Square.
The
Square.
4x4.
Oh, just doing two, 2x right here. Why don't you guys be back in your building?
Awesome.
Come on, I know y'all got questions. I'm here. Fire away.
Go ahead, Bill. You got it.
The biggest reason for the asking, bending the rule a little bit was just the animal prevention. Both in and out. I don't have any kind of backyard, so that's why I had to ask for this.
I'm trying to figure out if maybe you can look better with the top rail on it. I'm afraid even the top rail might be able to maybe out of this board when we get those.
It's kind of about it to be almost too much.
That's what I say. I think it blocked
Yeah.
the.
Anybody?
I can see Mark's number because he's flipping back and forth like, how high is it to the house?
I see the smoke coming off of this, but actually. If it's at the, so on the Roberts side, there's a sidewalk, obviously. But on the 4th Street side, it's,
Right.
my property goes all the way to the road. But I'm thinking, and that's guesstimated measuring and everything, the bottom of the house would still be right above the
Yeah,
fence
because your
line.
house,
It's up on,
above.
two
Right.
terraces up, so,
right,
So it's gonna block grass for the most part.
right.
which also prevents from getting flooded in 93. So,
Gee, aren't you lucky?
I shot that flood insurance. You're right, I'm lucky.
You put this up yourself, or you having somebody else put it up?
I'll help.
Huh?
I'll have help.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to hire a crew if that's
Well,
your
no, that, I'm just curious.
but the help I have knows these things.
Okay.
I know how to get through fences. That's my job. But putting them up, that's not my job. My father actually has a construction company. He'd be most one that would help as well. And by help, it's here's the tools, go do it. Start here.
Right.
I don't know, Mark. I'm kind of with you. Like, I almost want a top rail just for,
Well, I kind of do, but then I'm afraid it's gonna.
yeah.
It's gonna look more fancy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
it's
Or
that.
at least this section kind of, you can kind of see through.
Yeah.
You don't notice the top of it so much.
All right, all right.
You know, kind of same thing with like the double loop. It's, yeah, it's there, but you don't really notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's visible. Yeah. It's,
Which that, I remember that was your guys' issue last time.
you,
Yeah.
you kind of look through the
Unfortunately, like I
fence
said, that
and
stuff,
this phase,
you
and
can't get it.
it kind of blends in and kind of it's innocuous.
I'm just, I don't know, and maybe it's my background. I'm just feeling like with the round post that it's very farmy
Like a
looking.
hog pen.
Yeah.
Said farm.
Yeah.
Well, 6 chickens, so you'll be fine.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm not doing cattle and everything.
Well,
You can't have roosters.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
went through this part.
Can you? Oh, couldn't have roosters.
I was gonna say my neighbors.
They'll roam
build
around.
acres and acres of this stuff.
We don't show it. Nobody else like it.
Sheep guys.
How long's it been running now?
You couldn't do it if it didn't know.
30 acres cut into acre parcels.
So it's look-
If we do a top rail,
I just don't.
would,
I was just getting ready to say something else.
and doing the round post and the top rail,
No, that wouldn't look.
wouldn't.
Would not look good.
I'm wondering if the metal post wouldn't look better.
I thought that
Yeah.
too, a little more mimicky of the
Right.
loop.
More not the cheapest, the round setting concrete.
Round, set in concrete.
Yeah.
I think
See what
that,
you're saying.
I think that would look better than the wood. I mean, it would
Yeah.
definitely not be seen as much.
No, it's
And then you have
large.
the round cap on top. Or
Okay, well,
the,
round cap on just
Yeah.
I just know, like you guys said, the wood does gotta give it the old timey look or
Yeah,
farmy
yeah.
look. I like
yeah,
that.
farm.
So in that regards, I'm open to either way. That's not a, because that doesn't really change construction. I mean, putting it together.
I would be more apt to approve it with metal posts and the cap,
Okay.
you know, the caps on it. I
Okay,
think
so
that
so
would-
doing that, but instead of using these, we do metal posts.
Yeah, just
metal
I think
post,
what,
yeah,
2-inch.
small.
Aren't those 2-inch?
It'd be probably the same post you'd buy for nearly chain link.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put a
right.
nice little, put a nice little round cap on
Yeah.
top, so they're
That little,
finished.
yeah.
So
Okay.
finished look.
Now, question is, do you want those posts to also be the galvanized color? I would assume yes.
Well, yeah, whatever color the
Yeah,
post is.
yeah.
Right, I would assume it need to match.
That way it's
Whether
kind
you,
of blends
whether you
into
paint all
nothing.
this.
I'm not doing it hot pink, so it's not happening.
Please,
Darn it.
I'm not.
you know,
I just want to make sure that if it's
That's on the
galvanized silver, that's fine, you know.
yeah, your post definitely wouldn't be the same color as your fence. So I mean, I would make a motion to approve it with the metal
Wait, did
posts.
you still want the top one or no? The top
No.
cross,
No.
keep it open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the gate will be
Metal frame, yeah.
right, that's okay. I mean, is there any
Yeah, well, yeah,
specifications on what kind of gates?
Your fences always do have a metal frame.
Right, what I meant, like, as far as gate, design type requirement, where are we at, what's needed there? So, my plan, and this is all in my head, obviously, is the sidewalk coming up to the front, there'd just be a single
Single
person
entry
gate, and then where my driveway is,
Right.
I would
Double.
either do just a bigger one or a double one,
Double.
over the grass, because I'm not
I'd do
picking
a
up and
double,
throwing the mower
yeah.
over.
Right, right.
Yeah. I think either one's
yeah.
fine.
I just,
Do you know more about material with gates? Do they,
Yeah.
I guess you could probably attach this to a gate?
what I would
Yeah.
do is
Oh,
just
yeah.
put the
I didn't,
posts,
Just like, yeah, because they make a metal gate like for, like the one you're talking about
Yeah.
for chain link.
yeah, you just attach it directly to a post, so the post for the
Yeah.
gates or just be a little closer, but
Yeah.
otherwise it'll all be standard 4 feet apart or
Yep.
whatever.
Okay.
So basically a chain link gate, but remove the chain link.
And put it on,
Wire.
yeah.
Put the wire on.
yeah.
Which, yeah, that can be
And they
done,
have gates with, that you buy
Oh,
prefab
yeah,
gates with
absolutely.
that wire on them.
right. And if I'm not mistaken, because I know Track Supply has, I think they actually have those kind of gates too, really,
Yeah.
in stock, so,
So I think that's just the best bet, right?
right.
I think we can, okay, I think we can.
Is that your motion, Mark?
Yeah, that was my motion.
A
You want to
second.
summarize it for Casey?
Now,
I think I got it.
I'm gonna make, did you get it?
Dave, this might be more a question for you, so much as the historical board. How close to the road, is there an easement I need to follow on the Fourth Street side?
Property line with a fence.
Well, the reason why is because I have like that pole there, so should I just go to that pole and make it even?
However, at a corner like that, there should be a sight line, but with this material, you can see through it. So,
Right,
we can cover that when we
Okay.
get close to it.
okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I have a motion and a second to approve the certificate amended to be metal post, metal gate with the 4-foot welded wire fence. Okay? No top rail.
Correct.
Okay?
But caps on the pole.
The cap on the poles to make them finished.
So help me if there's a single top rail.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Any opposed?
I will send the certificate your way tomorrow.
Do you want me to purchase another build permit?
Did you already buy it? If you've got a fence permit, you'll buy it.
Well, I didn't know if it expired.
When did you purchase it?
Just 7 months ago, whenever I was here last time.
Just a year.
Okay,
But I'll amend it to this material.
okay.
And then when you are ready, I will gladly come out and we'll talk about the
Okay,
site construction.
sounds good. You got anything else for me?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on to January and February meetings, moving to the fourth Monday.
Yeah, I mentioned this last month, but since we got together this month, I want to go and put on the agenda that we'll meet on the fourth Mondays, January, February, that'll allow City Hall to be closed on Martin Luther King Day, and then President's Day will be closed. However, we'll be moving that day. But we will be closed. So when we meet in January, we'll still be here. If we meet January, if we meet in February, it will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna do the same time?
6 o'clock.
Oh, no, you're right.
We got a park board meeting the fourth Monday?
So then we'll do it. Thank you. So fourth Monday, the park board at.
I don't know, they've changed the time on me. Or should, no, we're not having a meeting this month?
I think
I think
the
so.
last time we bumped it to the fourth Monday, it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not having a meeting, we might be. We can keep
We're
the
not
6
having one in December. We're not having a December
Okay,
meeting.
then.
So let's leave that with flexible.
That's
Okay, now email me
Okay.
maybe 5 or 5:30.
That's fine. I'll call, all I gotta do is go home and run.
Okay.
We haven't asked.
Moving on to the CLG annual report.
Just We go over this each year. It's available if you'd like to look at it. We have to file every year. DCLG, this was filed November 30th. It just goes over our activities for the year, training, meetings, decisions. So it is available for anyone to take a look at. And that's all I have.
Did you get my email about the,
I did.
okay.
Moving on to administrative approvals.
We had one, which is actually a certificate of appropriateness for 299 South Main. 299 South Main did a remodel, and now he wants to replace and repair the front steps that go down the main street. It's actually, I don't know, it looks really nice. It's actually stones. Well, there's a drawing, but it's not, he's going to take stones and make the stairs and take short little retaining wall.
Which house is that, Dave?
It's at the corner of South Main and Seraphim.
Huh.
Good picture.
Yep.
So. And I just want to let you all know, I've been sending you a lot next week, but I did send a webinar schedule for CLG classes to you. If you want to sign up for those, that's what the one last week was on architectural types, since in terms of the 20th century, I believe. But there's a few in here, so take a look at those.
I tried to log into one of them, but I couldn't get in. It might have been just me and my computer being stupid.
Did you try to log into the one last week?
Yeah.
I did send out a link to the video, the recorded video.
To what?
I'm going to try and watch it. That's what.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
what I watched.
That's what I tried to
I
log
can't
in,
get
and
it
I
for
couldn't get it, but
today.
that's,
It was very interesting.
It was neat.
Definitely a very quick
It was quick.
lesson on what probably could have been a whole day long. So,
okay.
did you get a chance to watch it?
I didn't, I ended up having somebody in my office, so I couldn't get in, so.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah,
I left it
I
up.
do plan to watch it, though.
It's
I left
pretty
it up
neat.
so I could look at it, so I'll get on that.
Actually, I had one building that, I didn't realize that building is actually Foursquare here in town. And I thought it might actually been in one of Sears homes. It's, pretty big old thing on the corner of Jefferson and Third. One has, you know, I call the sleepy eyes at the top.
Yeah, I hate those stupid eyebrow dormers that have
well,
like homemade
yeah.
thin.
That's,
It was interesting.
It was.
Interesting when they went over a lot of revival styles. And
Yeah.
it was French revival.
Yeah.
So there's none of-
not here.
Anyway, we're terrific.
Okay. No public comments. We can adjourn.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.